Well, happy Pride Sunday, everybody. It is hot and humid. Another day in Texas. But anyway, I hope today, if you are out celebrating the festivities and what Pride means to you, that you will be conscientious to folks around you and, you know, mindful to crowds and just be safe out there. Sometimes people take it a little too far. So just be sure to be mindful and be safe. And happy Pride to you. My thought today is on inadequacies. You know, sometimes that's what we frankly focus on entirely too much are our inadequacies. The things that we think that other people don't like in us, the things that we feel like we're failures at our own selves, the things that we choose to focus on and just focus on them as opposed to doing anything about. And granted, of course, you can't fix what you don't acknowledge. But, you know, in true reality, I believe most of the things that we perceive are inadequacies really are opportunities for us to gain strength, knowledge, better character, if we just so choose to understand that those inadequacies really are maybe life lessons that are put in our life that we can expand upon to becoming our best. And you know, we're probably all our own worst critic as far as thinking we have more inadequacies than we have. You know, it's real easy to point out other people's inadequacies and what they're doing wrong and what's working and what isn't and this and that and whatever. And honestly, all we need to do is focus on us in that regard. Everybody has to work on their own life, their direction, their goals. And, you know, you got to be grateful for the good stuff about you and just know that if there's things you want to change that you consider that are inadequacies, that the sky's the limit and you have every day to try and work on those things. You know, us getting in the mindset thinking that, oh, well, I'm inadequate and, you know, this and that, and that's why this is not working, or that's why I can't get this off the ground, or this group doesn't like me, or whatever. I mean, that's not the right way to think. We all have something to offer. And our happiness is not based on somebody else. It's based on our internal happiness, first and foremost. And if we're not happy with ourselves, we sure as hell can't be happy with somebody else. But bottom line, stop viewing your inadequacies as if they are some death sentence. You know, we all have inadequacies. That's the beauty of waking up every single day, is that we have the ability to maybe try to do something different in this day. And not just sit there and think about it and you know, woe is me, but actually do something about it. If there's something you don't like about yourself, then change it. Take responsibility. Take action for that. And, you know, granted, you know, it's not about somebody else's choice about how you want to become a better you. It's about you, you know, having the tenacity and the courage and the integrity to do it and be honest with yourself in that process. And another thing, you know, I know that we are not supposed to judge, and we all judge each other in one way, form, or fashion if we're honest. But it's not about judging or calling other people out on their inadequacies. Yes, if somebody has hurt us or whatever, has been unkind, or their actions were uncalled for, then absolutely, by all means, we need to have the courage and to set that record straight or to correct whatever that might be. But, you know, it's not our place to point out other people's inadequacies. You know, everybody's got things to work on in this thing called life. And no one is any better or any less because they're on a different road or a different road marker exit than you are. So we've got to be respectful and kind and hopefully supportive to everybody that comes along our life, to help for them to get on their path and go forward in whatever their directions are. And also, it's okay that to have that in return. And again, to be humble and kind in that process. But, you know, just don't beat yourself up so much. And I'm going to tell myself that I know there's always going to be something I'm going to want to fix or something that you're going to want to fix. and that, maybe my cup of tea isn't your cup of tea, or that's just part of life. But when we start being accountable to ourselves, about ourselves and our happiness, and not just sit there and thinking that, playing that we're not enough, or that in a victim role, and taking back our power and giving it to God, the things that we know that we need to work on and accentuate, and also take some time to breathe in that process, then we're going to get somewhere. We can't look for our happiness in someone else. We can't, and it's no one else's job to fix us. And that, and I think when we finally understand that, we actually have the ability for great growth when we quit trying to fix other people and just work on ourselves, and our inadequacies, and be truthful with ourselves, not beat ourselves up, reach out to others when you need to, when you can, protect that energy in that process. If somebody's not being the right kind of person to you, then you also have that right to do what's best for you. But be grateful. Be grateful for the people that are in your life. Be grateful for the lessons that are learned. And there's always more than one way to look at a situation, regardless of whatever outcome that there may be. And be sensitive and all the things that make up you, that are positive and uplifting and thoughtful. And as they say, if you can't say something nice, don't say it. I believe it's about being honest with folks, but also if somebody's just out to hurt you and be negative, and you've also got to protect your energy in that process too. So sometimes we have to love, live, forgive, and release. And so, but bottom line, if you want to change something about yourself, and you feel that you have a lot of inadequacies, or you're even inadequate to make a decision about something, then pray about it. Don't do knee-jerk reactions, because a lot of times when we do that, we do bring on negative outcomes. And then we do have to backtrack. So don't be afraid of change. Be afraid of things staying the same. Be afraid of getting lackadaisical and not wanting to make movement in your life. Everything changes, whether it's for the positive or for the negative, and we've just got to take the best and leave all the rest. And keep a humble mindset, and a positive outlook on life, and so that other people can see that energy in us, but also that we can start believing it and living it. I believe that's what we're supposed to do, is have a lot of great things in our life to look forward to, and actually help others along the way in that process, that are also here to be teachers and mentors and a part of our journey, as well as us in theirs. So anyway, focus on the good, work on the things that you want to work on, be humble and kind to those in that process that are either helping you or along your path, and just be right and real with yourself, and every day's a new day to just try to do your best and believe in you in that process. So live, love, be. Have a super Sunday, Pride Day. Be careful. Keep looking up. Talk at you later.